start since a lot will be doing the recording. All right, you got a ball, gliders. I use just hand towels on wood, or if you're on carpet, you can use paper plates. Oh, you also need a booty band. So there's easy, medium, hard, whichever one you want to use. And then weights, like I didn't record this earlier. I guess I could say that to you guys. Chest press weight, bicep curl weight, but think about your normal weight and go a little bit lighter than your normal weight because you're going to be balancing. And you don't want to have to be struggling for the weight while you're balancing as you're sitting on a ball. All right, march, ham curl, step touch, or if you walked over here and you've gotten warmed up, you're ready to go. You're following along today. You went dumpster diving. What'd you find? Oh, that weren't dead, that could be revived and brought to life. Nice. Very cool. That's a smart one. All right. You're going to have everything we do today is going to have like a ball or a band or a glider or all three or both, whatever. So you're going to be on the floor for the entire time. So go ahead and come on down to the floor. First move is going to require your booty band, and that is going to be at your knees. We'll put it right above your knees, either at or above the knees is where we're going for the booty band. You are then going to have your weights next to you for chest press while you get the ball underneath you. So you're going to be laying down, lift your hips for the bridge, ball underneath, grab the weights. All right, make sure you feel pretty balanced just there, and then pick up your feet. Make sure you're balanced right there. How we doing? Everyone's good? Legs up, got your band on. Here's what we're going to be doing. The arms are going to be doing a chest press. If your balance will allow you to, you're going to then also tap one foot to the floor, back up, and then you'll switch sides. As the arms come down, one leg comes down, and they go up. Does that make sense? All right, here we go. March, march, on your marks, get set, and go. Timer is on. You're going to be here for, on average, a minute and a half. Let me text Kathy. She's trying to log on. Breathing in the nose and out the mouth. And if you find that your balance, if you cannot stay up on that ball, either go lighter with your weight, or rather than tapping down, you can have your feet on the floor and you can lift up. It does work a slightly different muscle, still legs, still hips, but it's more thigh rather than hamstring. Good. And if you're wanting to make it harder on those legs, when you tap down, tap your foot a little further away from you. Right, the further away from you that you tap the floor, you're going to work your core a little bit more. Good, and one foot is coming down, you keep the other one up nice and tall while you're doing some big old chest presses. Good. All right, Kathy, we have the ball underneath our back. We have a band on our knees. We're doing chest presses while we tap the floor. And you are here for another 20 seconds. How are we feeling? You should feel the arms, yes? They're not dying, but they're doing something. Balance is really being worked in that core, working hard. Hold it tight. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, still the same position though, Kathy, so that's fine. Same position. All right, the ball still in the same place. Band still in the same place. Arms is up to you. We are now going to be going to a chest fly where you open and close, but we're not opening and closing. We're just holding it open. So you're on the ball, and we're taking our legs to a diamond position. All right, legs are up, toes together, knees out wide. Why do I keep giving you guys this view? I apologize. I'm so sorry. All right, toes together, knees out. So your legs kind of form a diamond. Arms up. Whew, that alone should really throw that balance off. Arms rounded. You're going to open about halfway. Hold. Option 1, you're going to tap the floor again and pick it right back up. Option 2, you drop both feet at the same time. Tap the floor, pull it back up. Holding the core nice and tight. Breathing in the nose and out the mouth. Good. Feet together, knees out wide, arms rounded. If you have to, if your balance is just not there, elbows can be on the floor. Otherwise, it's just rounded, and they're, I don't know, maybe 2 to 6 inches off the floor to work that balance. If you're not going to hold weights, can you? What, you hurt your hands? Oh, did you fall down? And you had to catch your. Oh, that is awful. If you want, just hold your arms in that position so that the balance is what you're working with there. Oh my gosh, that does sound painful. All right, toes together, knees out as wide as you can get them. Good. And when you're tapping down, if your head or shoulders feel like they're coming off the floor, then your butt is too far off your ball. If you're having an easy time with it, then your how did I say it? Your butt is too, the ball is too close to your feet. So if you make it harder by rolling on the ball so it goes up your back a little bit more, if you needed that. But if you don't need it, you're fine because you have another 20 seconds right here. Both legs can be coming down. One leg at a time could be coming down. Arms are out nice and just holding. Elbows, if they have to be on the floor, they can. Otherwise, they're up, balanced. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, put your feet down. Go ahead and lift up your hips. Remove the ball. Removing the ball. We're going to take that band at your ankles. Band at your ankles. Weights, bicep curl weight. So I'm going to 8. You can do 10. You could go, I wouldn't go 12. But you could go 8, 10, 5, something like that. Ball behind you to protect your back. All right, ball at your ankles, excuse me, band, ankles, ball behind you, anchor it, lean back. Bicep curls, we're just going to start you right there. Bicep curls, you're leaning back against the ball. Arms are kind of out wide, doing a big full range of your bicep curl. Good. Let me see, what did I want to add to that? Okay, that's what I wanted to add. Now, if this is where you want to stay, you can stay. Otherwise, you're going to pick up your legs. If that ball is too close, you can lean it a little further back. That's what I needed to do. All right, legs are open. Now, when you curl up, you're going to try and keep your knees where they are, but you're going to open your feet out. Out. Bicep curl, feet coming out. This one is intense. If you have to have those feet on the floor, guess what? Put them on the floor. I want big range on those biceps. And again, the feet opening and closing is optional. Lots of options and lots of choices. You can try some for a bit and then change your mind as you go. We got our biceps for sure. We're leaning back for sure. If you're keeping your feet on the floor, you do have the option if you want to open your feet for one curl, bring them back in for another curl. You could keep them on the floor and still have the open and close with your band. You have another 15 seconds here. Today is a little bit of endurance. 13, 12, 8, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Remove the ball. Put those weights off to the side. Don't let the ball go too far from you, though. You'll be picking things up very quickly. All righty, you got the band. We're just going to keep it where it's at. Leaning back to your elbows. Oh, that should feel kind of like a nice little break from your hips. All right, shoulders are back, nice and tall. So don't let your shoulders cave. All right, keep your shoulders up. All right. Straight legs is option hard. Straight legs, point your toe. We're going to lift. Lift. Good. If it is too hard to have straight legs, you can have bent legs. It does change the exercise here. It's still a little bit in your thigh and a little bit in your hips, but if your legs are straight, it's a lot of hips and a lot of the top of your thigh. Lift, release. Now, if that band pulls you back down, that's okay. If it's kind of like a kick it up, that's okay if you have to. I'd prefer a lift and then bring it down. lift. Like you get it as high as you can and you push a little harder to really get it up nice and high. But everyone is different based on how tight your band is and whether you follow the DD option a lot or not. Those who follow the DD option, they can do this one maybe sometimes a little better than other times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe. Breathe. All right, you could do that again, or both legs at the same time. I like to grab my mat to keep me in place. 2 legs, lift and lower. Lift, nice and high. Good, and all of these are similar muscles, but working them differently. Yeah, good, I'm looking, I like it. We don't hold this one for too long. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming up to your hands, still leaning back. Knees are bent now. Band at your ankles still. We're going to go booty straight out, booty straight out. Can, but we're keeping taut that band. Butt cheek, extend. Butt cheek, extend. Optional. As you extend, your legs go out. Open those feet. Can. Open the feet. 20 seconds here. That's all I'm looking for. Legs out, legs in. Legs out, legs in. Bringing those feet in towards your butt cheek. Try not to touch the floor if you can avoid it. Again, if you have to touch the floor, you can. And when your feet come out, we open. You're bringing your foot towards your booty, never touching the floor. At least me, never touching that floor. Floor is lava. 3, 2, 1. Whoo! I know. Release that band. You are done with that action for now. Okay, next one is that we're going to put so everything we've done so far with that band in our legs, we've been opening the legs, and that's why your hip flexors are dying. We're now going to close. So that means the ball now comes into play between your legs. Ball between your legs, gliders for your hands. You want to make sure there's space around your arms to do like a snow angel, because that's essentially what we're doing. All right. Whew, feels good to lay down, those hip flexors, my goodness. All right, glider on the floor, palms down on the glider, pointing towards your feet. All right, so we're all laying down. We're in a bridge. Good, ball at your knees, feet down, glider in hands. Lift your head and shoulders to look at your legs, look at the ball, hands on the gliders. We're going to pulse up, up, and the hands are reaching towards your feet. We're going that direction. They don't have to reach towards your feet. They're just sliding along your mat towards those feet. 4, 3, 2, hold it. Now the arms are going to sweep out. Snow angel, I'm running out of space here. Lower your head down. Hands are overhead. That's your break. We kind of put that together. We're going to swing the arms around as we lift up. So we're pushing against the floor to lift your head up, and we pulse towards your feet. 3, 2, 1, lower down, rest. And come on up, pulse, 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 release. Lift, pulse, 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 release. Lift, pulse, pulse, release. Lift, pulse, pulse, release. Lift, pulse, pulse, release. When you pulse, squeeze the ball with your knees. Pulse and squeeze, release. Lift, pulse, and squeeze. Keep going at your own pace. The arms will open big overhead. When they come out, you are using your hands to push yourself up. And then you do a couple pulses. I don't know, you could go 2 pulse, 3. If you like the 5 pulse, you go 5. But when you're pulsing, you are squeezing that ball as a pulse. So you pulse your hands, and you're pulsing that ball. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Abs. Yes, Kathy is feeling those abs. Good. You did it right if that's what you are feeling. Sit up. Sit up, sit up, sit up, sit up. And let's grab your glider for your feet. Glider at your feet. You're going to want some room off of your mat to take those feet forward and back. So make sure you got some space. Legs are going there. Arms are going to be changing as we go. So have your weights nearby, the light pair that you used for biceps. Grab your light pair, have it ready. We're not starting out with them. If this bothers your lower back at all, you can put the ball behind you, but that's if. That's an if. All right, so you could have it nearby if you know you are prone. Yes, I was just going to tell you I want you to have that nearby, Cassie. All right, you got your space. Shoulders are back, hands lean here. Are you going to alternately bring your elbow to your knee as it comes in and out? Switch, switch, switch. Elbow to knee. Twist, twist. Keep going while I talk to you because I'm going to keep kind of changing it. Let me make sure I see my timer. Okay. Those heels, I want them pushing into the floor. Press down. And that's the tiniest, tiniest little action. Right? You can do this without pushing, and then you push a little bit. Looking wise, I can't tell. You know, there's nothing you can tell if you're pushing down or not. Really lean back. Opposite knee, opposite elbow. First option, if you want to add on, is speed. Quick, quick, quick. Twist, twist, and you're leaning back, leaning back, leaning back. Again, if your back hurts, you can put a ball behind you while you're doing all of this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, rest. Rest. Hands, like we're doing a chest press at an angle now. Leaning back. All right. And then again, if your back hurts, which more of you may feel so this time, you can put the ball behind you. You don't have to have it. It's harder without. It feels nice with. So you decide which one you want. Shoulders are back, hands at your shoulders, leaning back. The arms are doing a little chest press at an angle, and your feet are going to go opposite. Opposite. And if you want, you could alternate if that feels better. You could alternate your leg and the arm. You can do them both. I really don't care if it's in and out or out and in. But the shoulders are dying is what I'm hoping for these chest presses with your legs and the abs and the hip flexors. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab one weight for triceps. One weight for triceps. You can get rid of the gliders, or at least put them to the side. All right, I want this one's going to change again as we go. So let's start with a weight. I want one weight for triceps overhead, but then we will be grabbing your ball. All right, nice and tall. Again, find your V-sit, which means we're leaning back slightly. Triceps overhead. Option 1, feet on the floor. Option 2, one leg is lifted. Option 2, both legs lifted while you're doing tricep extensions behind you. I don't care if you hold it sideways or vertical. If you prefer a vertical hold, is that can keep your elbows close together. And you start with a lean back and you last as long as you can with your lean back. And if it becomes too much, you can sit up straight, keep doing your triceps until you're like, okay, I'm ready to lean back again. This is a core workout, my friends, today. Lots of the lower, and yes, you're like, my hips are dying, but it's core. They're connected. Connected. That's all I can say. They work together. But we will stretch it. Don't worry. 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. Stay, 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 stay. Arms straight out in front. Feet on the floor or feet are up. Twist to touch the floor. Bring it back up. Twist to touch the floor. Back up. Twist. When I say touch the floor, do you have to touch the floor? You do not. Your feet can be down and you can be twisting. Your feet could be up and you're twisting. You don't have to touch the floor. 5, 4. Is that a nice, good, small number? 3, 2, 1. Grab your ball, going right into it, right into it. What we just finished doing, we do with your ball. All right, we're here. We're going to be twisting. reaching, twist. Now, when you take your, let's do it when your hands come in the middle. All right, you're going to be squeezing the ball. So just squeeze. All right, remember, you can have your feet down, you could have one leg up, you could have both legs up. You're going to twist back, squeeze the ball. Twist, squeeze. Squeeze it. This is much easier, isn't it? It's a little bit nicer with a ball than it is with that weight in your hand because that puts a little tension on the muscles. That's why I didn't do it too long. Good, good. I like your shoulders are back, arms extended, not locked, but just nice and straight. Good twist. Keep going. If you need a break at any point, you take it and you come right back when you're ready because we have another 20 seconds here, but I'm going to change that squeeze. I now want you to squeeze it with your fingers, right? So when you come in, squeeze your fingers. Twist, squeeze your fingers. For the last 10 seconds, either go harder or faster. Twist and squeeze, twist and squeeze. Feet up, feet down. But we're all leaning back. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we are switching our position. Come around to your hands and knees. Let's put your, does the band really need to, I have it written at my knee. Yeah, it does. Okay, never mind. I'm reading my notes. Now I understand what they mean. Arabesques. So we're going to put the band back on. This one, it will be easier above your knee. It's harder below your knee. So maybe start above your knee, and then if you're like, oh, I need more, then you can adjust it lower. One arm row for your weights. So you can choose light, you can choose a little heavier. Hands and knees, got your band. All right, your right hand will have the weight. All right, weight in your right hand, left leg straight back. So it's the opposite hand to the opposite knee. All right, left leg is straight. Weight has that right hand. We'll start with the arm first. We're going to row. One arm, row. Now that left hand that is on the floor, you can be on your palm, you could be on your fingertips, you could be on your fist. It could be on the other weight if you need that for your wrist. Okay, that straight leg that is behind you is now going to lift as you row. Row and lift that leg so we get your glutes. We've been working that hip flexor, killing it. We're going to get the other side, the opposite side. I want those toes pointed. If you can, leg as long, as straight as you can. I want these to look ballerina and squeeze your shoulder blades together at the top. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Nice and smooth, but quickly, quickly, quickly. Smooth and quick, smooth and quick. So when your hand comes down, I want it to just tap. Tap like row and row and row and row and row if you can. Oh, stay with me if you can. I know some people are tired and they should be because they're working hard. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching sides. Aren't you glad I didn't tell you guys to grab 15s? Yeah. All right, weights in that left, right leg extended back, arm will start. Arm starts. And if that knee is bothering you on the bottom, you can always fold your mat, create a little padding for that knee if you need to. And remembering that bottom hand can be at a palm, it can be at a fist, it could be at fingertips. If you prefer to, hold one hand on that weight. All right, back leg is long. All right, now let's lift and lower, lift and lower. And we're going fairly quick. Pull it up and return, up and return. Lift it, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and hopefully you feel your whole backside, plus everything else. Because one part of your body is kind of holding a semi-plank, and the other part is rowing and squeezing your glutes for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Putting that ball between your legs, right at your knees. Bear, which means tabletop. Curl your toes. Lift your knees 2 inches off the floor and hold. Good. You should find that your upper body's kind of in a little bit of a plank position. Your toes are down and your knees just barely 2 inches off that floor. All right, those knees are now going to squeeze the ball, release. Squeeze, release. If you ever need to come down to your elbows to do this, you can. Yeah, especially for your palms there, Rachel. You can beat your elbows. It's not necessarily easier, it just takes pressure off the wrists. And so if your wrists are bothering you, your hands bothering you, you can come to your elbows. Squeeze that ball. 3, 2, hold the squeeze, hold the squeeze, hold the squeeze. All right, tap, lift. Tap the floor, lift 2 inches. Tap 2 inches. Tap 2 inches. And your constant squeeze. There's a constant squeeze on that ball as you tap, lift 2 inches. Tap, lift 2 inches. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Remove that ball. Ball's in your hands. Band, if you want to keep it easy, keep it where it's at. If you want to increase intensity, it's going back to your ankles. We're laying on your tummy, doing some Supermans. All right, band either at your ankles or your calves or above your knee. The closer to your feet, the harder it is. Closer to your knees, the easier this is going to be. Feet are going to stay on the floor for now. All right, arms reached overhead. And you can have your head on the floor or you can have your head raised, whatever you want. We're going to alternately lift your legs. Lift, release. Just lift them nice and high. Now my feet are far enough apart that my band never goes loose, but they're not like really tight open. They're just open so they're not loose. Good. Lift and release. Lift, release. Keep going. Make sure that when you're lifting your leg, it's not a lift and put it back down. It's lift, release. Up and down. Good. If you want more, here's where it comes in. That ball in your hand. When you lift one leg, lift your head and shoulders, lift your hand, release. One leg, but the upper body lifts. Superman lift with your leg. Optional, optional. If you don't like them together, guess what? Lift a leg, lift for a Superman. Lift a leg, lift for Superman. They can be separate. Bonus points, when you lift, squeeze that ball again with your palms, like you're squeezing your palms together, like you're trying to clap because you are so happy that this is the last exercise today. 8, 7, good, 6, 5, 3, 2, last one, and release that ball. Remove that band from your legs. We're going to stretch on your back. Whew. All right. We're going to try and do this quickly in that the moves are combo stretches. So you're going to lay on your back. Right ankle on your left thigh. We got to stretch the hip flexors that I killed. All right, reach through, pull it in. Can you guys see me? Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, now if you want that right elbows, I like to push my knee open and that, gets that hip flexor even more. Okay. Good. Keep your legs, release your hands. We'll now cross your legs more. Arms out, palms down, and let your legs fall to the left. Good. And you look to the right. You can keep it right there or take that right hand, grab that left foot, and get a little thigh stretch as well. And release. All right, switch. Left over right, reach through, pull it in. Pull it in close and let that elbow push against your knee to open that hip. Release your arms, cross your legs, arms out, legs fall to the right side, look to the left. Now, if that's for you, just stay there. And then in a second, don't grab the quad yet. But one thing I do like to do, my right hand, I like to actually grab that left knee and I pull it towards the floor. If you want to, you can do that as well. All right, now left hand's going to grab that right foot if you want a thigh stretch in that spot. And release all of that. Grab your ankles or your feet. We're going to do a happy baby here. Arms out, bend those knees like you're trying to pull your knees in towards your armpits there, kind of. Good. Bring your knees together. Now we're going to do the same kind of drop. We'll drop your legs to the left as you look to the right. Your option here to add on is you can stay, that's all you need, but if you're going to stay here, I really want you to push the shoulder blades down to the floor so you're getting more of a chest stretch. To add more leg stretch, that right leg is actually going to go straight. You're going to take your left foot and grab your leg. I end up grabbing kind of my calf, and I pull it down towards the floor, and I'm pulling my leg like I want to pull that foot towards my face. It won't get there, but that's the direction it goes. And release. Other side. Your knees are bent, let them fall to the left, and fall to the right as you look to the left. Shoulders heavy to the floor if that's where you're staying. But if you want to add the legs, left leg goes straight, grab it with that right hand, pulling it towards the floor and towards you. That's a deep hamstring is what you should feel. Hamstring, outer thigh, kind of into your muffin top range is where you may feel that. You might not feel it everywhere, but that is where it's stretching. And release it. Untwist. Come on up to sitting. Do a couple cat-cows here, rounding the back, arch the back. Oh, good. We did do all the ones I was hoping to do. I wasn't sure if I'd get them all in. All right. Roll your shoulders back. Hands behind. Push down. Open the collarbone. Hands front. Tuck your chin spread between your shoulder blades. And that is your ball band glider workout for today. Great job. That was a wonderful start to this session. We will be doing, I think the same moves Thursday, but differently. That makes sense. Differently. You will love it. I don't know. You might not. All right. I'll see you guys later. Keep stretching if you need to. Looking good. See you, Dee Dee.